All right, guys, we're going to go over the market sentiment this morning for this week, what's going on, what the charts are showing. Remember, this is not financial advice. Use it for educational purposes. I'm just thinking out loud and sharing it with you guys. So let's get right into it. We'll go on Bitcoin and we'll cover a couple of the cryptos as well. So if you look at Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin broke from this support line. So when it forms the next candle, it could become a resistance. I also saw right here Bitcoin was triggering a sell signal, but it disappeared. So oh, there we go, the sell signal. Not sure if you just saw it, it triggered for a second. So it depends how Bitcoin is getting pushed over here, and it's giving glimpse of a sell signal. So we have 1 hour, 5 minutes until it gets confirmed if it's going to be a sell signal or not. So if it get pushed down enough below this support line, then the sell signal over here will trigger. And I'm making a big circle in case it pops. There you go, guys. It just popped. So we need to wait an hour to see if this signal is real or not. It's coming and going because of the cash flow and what the market is saying. So if we end up breaking down from this line, we're going to come down. You're going to have a zone right here, which is 62K as low as 61.4, or we can even go down to the 66 if the pullback is deep. But for now, let's target this area with the potential of this little support line on the bottom. So let's look at a shorter time frame, let's say 3-hour chart. And the 3-hour chart will actually confirm in 5 minutes what the target is. But I'm pretty sure we're going down to the low 60s. Let's get into Caspa. Caspa on the 2-hour chart thinks Caspa is going to go down towards 16 cents. I'm going to just draw a quick trend line on Caspa, on this little minor trend Caspa is running on within the master trend. So if you look at Caspa, I had drawn a parallel trend line that Caspa is within. Caspa went up, came back down, and now it's moving into this bull flag. It's not a bull flag, but it's like a falling wedge. So it entered from the top. Most likely it's going to break to the downside when it decides to break out of this pattern. So far, if you look at it, it's been respecting this pattern pretty well. We have touches, 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 and touches. So I would definitely say Caspa is probably going to come down here, come to 16.5, could come as low as 16, just depends on Bitcoin pullback. Let's look at Turbo right now. So Turbo's doing the same thing. Look, Turbo also looks like it's in a falling parallel pattern that typically breaks to the upside. So let me move this over just a little bit. So Turbo is traveling down. It looks like it's respecting the pattern. If you look here, look here, look here, and here, and close right there. So eventually Turbo will come down and break to the upside. It could use this trend line from the previous pattern. There's a green line here and there's a green line down here. So it could also use this as a support, or it will break back into this parallel trend line. So if you look at it, Turbo is working towards 0041. If we look at the 3-hour chart, it's still looking good. 4-hour has a sell signal. So it's thinking if this trend continues within this week, we may break 004 one more time. So I'm not saying anybody should or shouldn't have taken profit, but when we did get to 005 and you thought, hey, I shouldn't have taken profit, well, there you go. Now you're losing all that profit. Not saying you should have done this, but if you would have bought it, if you would have sold it at 005, let's say even $2,000, you could have put it back in even right now as we speak, and you would have more Turbo. So sometimes you don't get a better entry because you get greedy and you're thinking, oh man, I'll wait till it pulls back more or it pumps more. So if you take profits as you go, then just re-enter and get more Turbo. Don't get too greedy either direction. So let's go to Ondo. So Ondo, as it stands now on the 4-hour, we're looking at 65 cents. I'll look at a little bit deeper time chart. So let's say on the 10-hour, it it's getting a sell signal right now. So it's going to give us a target there. But let's look at one that has been confirmed. Let's see, 7 hours has a target of 64 cents. And my favorite, as always, is the 4 hours. So I'm targeting 65 cents for right now for Ondo. So let's look at stacks. Stacks on the 4 hour is 162. On the 5 hour, it just got a sell signal, so it may go a little bit deeper. 6 hours has a sell signal. 7 hours, no. So as deep as 6 hours has a sell signal. So Stacks is also going down. If Stacks is going down, it's giving you indication that Bitcoin is also going down. Let's look at Arrow really quick. Arrow on the 4 hour chart, I had already said, is trying to go to 64. You can look at it. It finally went out of this area. There's little candles there, little candles there. Now I'm going to look on the day chart to see if any of the candles came outside. If you look at it on the day chart, no candle actually formed fully outside. They wicked out. So even though Arrow has been running on this falling parallel pattern for a while, it still hasn't been able to break out. So Arrow will probably come here and maybe test this middle of the trend line. If it does, it will bring us to 58. If it comes to this middle of the trend line, we'll get 62. Here, we'll get 64. So if you look at this 4 hour chart, it's telling us, hey, we're going to get to 64 cents. So it's going to come on this lower part of this trend line, and eventually it will make a true breakout. Let's look at ABT. Now, I discussed ABT on a video yesterday. So look at ABT. As I said, it broke out of this falling pattern. It entered into this pattern. It looks like it created a cup and handle. And then it went on a massive pump. Came down, touched here, came down. Look, now it's in the middle of the pattern. I mentioned in the video, hey, let it come to the lower of the pattern. If you are not patient, then you can buy on the lower of the pattern. But I do believe this is going to break down this way. Now, I'm going to change the chart to a little bit lower time frame and see what's going on. So if you look at the 3 hour chart, it's still a little bit bullish. If you look at the 2 hour, it's still a little bit bullish. If you look at the 1 hour chart, it's still a little bit bullish. Let me look at a longer time frame. So because ABT has got massive pumps, I still think ABT is coming down, just Bitcoin is going to force it down. As of right now, if I was an ABT guy, I don't care what the chart is saying. I will not buy until it's between 170 to 190. That would be my entry target. But eventually, with the pullback, this targets will get confirmed. But I wouldn't buy it above this. If you don't have ABT by now, then don't worry about ABT. But get the price you desire or don't get it at all. Let's look at GFI. So GFI, let me look at different time frames. So we'll go with the 3 hour chart for now. The 3 hour chart thinks GFI can pull down to as low as 145. But if you look at where the support are, it's in 252 and 257. So this is your first entry range. If you don't have GFI, the next entry range would be about 146 to 148. Let's see what the 4 hour chart says. 4 hour chart thinks we're going to go almost as low as 240. Why? We went on a pump. Now we're consolidating. If Bitcoin is the compass, it's going to force us to come down if Bitcoin comes down. Doesn't matter how great our coin is. Let's look at LCX. LCX on the 4 hour chart got a sell signal, so we have to see what it's going to do. It's coming to the lower part of this trend. Let's look at any candle that's confirmed. 2 hours hasn't been confirmed. 1 hour hasn't been confirmed. So LCX, I may have to make a video later tonight to show you what the targets are. But look, LCX on the 1 hour chart has been confirmed. So for right now, 0.1267 is the target. So LCX is going down. I had also mentioned in the video 13 cents is pretty good target. but it's looking like we're gonna get to 12.5 cents, maybe a little bit lower once the higher time frame gets confirmed. So I will definitely make a video this evening. Let's look at PNG. PNG to me also looks like it kind of like had a cup, but it didn't really do a cup. But anyways, what is PNG up to? PNG looks like it's traveling to the bottom of this trend line. If it comes here, you have a minimum of 26 cents entry. But let's see what Lux tells us. Lux is telling us it hasn't got sell signals yet. So I would be a little bit patient for this evening video to see PNG target as more signals get triggered. Let's look at render. Render got a sell signal on the 1 hour chart, so we are going to break the $6 range. 2 hours, it got a sell signal, hasn't been confirmed. 3 hour got a sell signal, been confirmed. So as of right now, one of my target would be below 570 on render. 4 hours just got a sell signal as well. We have to wait about an hour, so I would say wait for the evening video. Solana. Solana on 4 hour had a buy signal that triggered, but let's look at shorter time frame. 3 hour has a sell signal. It just needs to confirm in about 3 hours. 2 hours has a buy signal. 1 hour has a sell signal. So for right now, 153 is the target, but I'm pretty sure you can get Solana 145 and below. Again, wait for the evening video. XRP really quick. Has a sell signal. It already reached. 2 hour has a sell signal, which is going to break 58 cents. 3 hours has 58 cents as well. 4 hour has a target of 57 cents. So if you want more XRP and you don't have any, then 56, 57 cents would be the target, but I think we'll have more of a pullback. I'm going to wrap up this video. This is not financial advice, market sentiment. I would wait till this evening's video. That would give you a more defined target because a lot of sell signals has triggered. Bitcoin is slowly going to start to pull back and we will have some new targets. And remember, all the time, sell signals don't get confirmed because if it's pushing it down, pushing it down, pushing it down, the sell signal triggers right here. Push it down, it stays. But let's say the buyers push it up, push it up, push it up. Then if it goes high enough, then the sell signal disappears. So that's why you have to wait till the second candle to confirm it. Till next time, peace.